Peace in. Peace in. Yeah. Beautiful morning. Well, go on, family. What you lot saying, man? Hold on. Yeah. Peace in, family. We out here right now. We on the roads. We on the road, family, but I want to welcome you to the Spiritual Health Talk. Man, today is nice, bright, wonderful, beautiful, and again, the one topic that's been on my mind consistently is memory. I can't get it out of my head. It's become the leading topic of my conversations over the last couple weeks. And I feel like it's so important for us to really sit and mull over this thing we call memory. That's literally all life is. It's just a whole heap of back and forth memories. And every time I think about it, it inspires me to want to create more memories. I become very, just from that word alone, memory, I become very intentional about everything that I say and do. You know, I become very artistic, poetic about the way I deal with every situation, positive or negative. You know, in moments of frustration, I tend to pause and almost like zoom out of myself and then look at myself from a perspective of, hold on, what's the memory I'm creating right now? Like if I'm interacting with my wife, or I'm interacting with my mother or my siblings, and maybe, you know, I'm busy or something's going on, and, you know, I've got so much on my plate, and then I might snap at somebody, or you might be a bit short with them where you could be a bit more, I guess, elegant. And in those moments, because of that understanding, the comprehension of memory, it's like, hold on, am I designing the memory that I want right now? Or am I allowing myself to get caught up in the fallacies of time to affect the way in which I use my memory? Does that make sense, family? Am I being purposeful in this moment where I feel like I'm strapped for time, strapped for resource, strapped for freedom? Yes, in the illusion that I am strapped for those things, am I allowing that illusion of time, yes, of lack of resource, of lack of freedom, am I allowing that illusion to affect the memory that I am creating amongst my family, my peers, my world? Is my love, service, time sensitive? Is my love, service, resource sensitive? And if it is, then maybe I need to look deeper at my love service. Because what I give shouldn't be captive to any of those things. Your love is about what you are dedicated to becoming through discipline. Your love service is about what you are dedicated to becoming through discipline. Therefore, time is relevant. Time is irrelevant. Time is not a part of the picture. Resource is also irrelevant, because what you need to give yourself to anything at the smallest level is your thoughts, your attention, your intention, your action, your interaction, your practice, your participation. You see, and there's different levels to all of those things, but you are always equipped with the power to do in those directions. So all of these things tie together. When I talk about love service, when I talk about memory, when I talk about type, they're all tied together. You know, and maybe I'll create like a pictogram or something to help us understand it even more visually. But all of these things are intimately woven together. So how about excusing yourself from these worldly factors when it comes to your love service? Remember, you are here on a journey. You are here on a safari called life. A psychedelic experience where for a moment, for a few years, you get to observe yourself as an individual expression of the Most High Creator. You get to observe yourself colored and fashioned in the body, the mind, the characteristics, the energy that you've been given. And in this short space of time, you are going to create memory that are going to affect other people's lives, including your own DNA. You see? And because of the way you lived, the entire world, here's what we got to understand, family. Your fingerprint, yes? This is, there's a reason why forensics are such a big thing when it comes to criminal investigation. Because you can wear the same clothes, same hairstyle, yeah, and even be twins as somebody else, but you cannot replicate that fingerprint. That is a unique genetic code specific to you. Now, forensic scientists shouldn't be the only ones who get to make use of this. This is an indication that the day you were born, you changed the world. The day you were born, you changed the world, family. Yeah? The day you were born, the world shifted. The world was never the same again. The day you were born. Family, understand this. The instant you were born, you had already made such an impact on this planet that it will no longer be what it was. Literally. Your spirit coming into being, your spirit coming into being, family, represented a shift on this earth. So you don't have to worry about making an impact. I will help people understand this through my own life and practice. Because even me, we have to move past reminding ourselves and our lives becoming a living memory of that very clear fact. You have made all the impact you will ever make already. You know, like, alright, here's a good way of explaining it. Come through consciousness. This is a good way of explaining it. Yo, this is about Tamusana. This is this is a good way of explaining it. So, look at me taking my jolly time. Alright. So imagine like a VHS tape, and I say VHS, you can use any other, but VHS is a good one. You see, like the VHS, yeah, when you put a VHS tape, it has reels on each side, yeah? It has reels. You remember we used to get the tape and it would nyam up, and it's all, you know, it's a whole tape reel, right? So when you put that tape in, the entire movie is already written. You get what I'm saying? When you put the tape in the VHS, big up Cassie. Yeah? When you put the tape in the VHS, the entire film is already there. You see, it's already written. Everything that happens in the film, the beginning, middle, and end. Let's take Hook, since Ruru was talking about Hook yesterday. Let's take Peter Pan. You know, the beginning of the film where he's the dad shouting at his kids, he ain't got time for his children, can't go to their football game. The moment where they go to the play, the kids go missing, he finds his way back to Neverland, he doesn't believe he's Peter Pan, then Tinkerbell does something to him, he remembers, hits his head, comes back, starts flying, all of that stuff. Yeah? That's already on the tape. You do not experience it all in one take. You have to go through the film. Are you not following me? You have to go through the movie. But the movie is already there. The impact, everything, all the memory of the movie is already there. You feel what I'm saying, family? You just get to experience it. And so in the same way, what I'm saying is the impact of your life, the impact you will make, you've already made. You don't have to worry about impact. You just got to worry about the memory as you journey through. And not worry is the wrong word, but I'm saying be mindful, be intentional, be mindful, be intentional of the memory you are creating as you experience yourself on this planet. Sorry, 1 second. I'll get the charger going. Yeah? So it's about being mindful of the memory that you're creating. That's all. But the impact you will make. You know, and the reason why I talk about impact is because often we're worried about time. You know, one of the biggest sicknesses of the artificial world is this concept of time. There's no one who worries about time more than Western society. Everything is time sensitive. Everything is speed. Everything is, oh, I need it now. We need it quick. We need it fast. Everything from sex down to music, down to food, down to clothing production. Oh my God. I'm hearing it and I'm like, this is disgusting, because it's like everything that is sacred has now been turned inside out of itself, right? And made into insert word here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Everything that is sacred has been turned into these time-sensitive, masturbative activities. Do you get what I'm saying? How do we not even time? We don't even have time to enjoy sex. Just quickies. Like, this is how out of touch we have been with ourselves, is that we don't even have time to enjoy those things in our lives that are to represent the greatest joy of this life. Like food, we're dashing it in the microwave. We're dashing food in the microwave. We're buying ready-made food because we don't have time. My question to myself, whenever I get a bit too, I get a bit too caught up in this time and I'm watching the clock. My question to myself is, Mikel, where you going? Where are you going that you need to rush? What's the rush? You wanker. This is how I talk to myself. You lot ain't ready for how I, you lot ain't ready for, you lot are not ready for how I keep myself accountable. It's harsh. You get what I'm saying? You know, but I'm like, where you going? Where are you going? Where are you rushing to? Where are you rushing to? What is this behavior? Huh? We're always under the assumption that there is some better life out there for us. That there's some better version. There's a better, this is what I call the Netflix effect. We don't even have time to watch films that we want to watch. This is the poison of this generation, and we're gonna learn. Thank God for this lockdown and this corona. You understand? Because it's putting us back in rhythm. That was divine. Don't give the government credit. Do you understand? Where are you going? Watching Netflix. Skipping from one state. You got YouTube in your phone and you got a Netflix show on. Yeah? But you're also on a WhatsApp on your laptop. Just prostituting our attention. Prostituting our attention. You get what I'm saying, family? This thing is in my eye. Rotted. You feel me? Family. This sun is not behaving. Fam. That's what it's like, family. And it's kind of disgusting. And I have to have words with myself often when I get caught up in that whole idea of something being time sensitive. If it's worth it, then why not take my jolly good rhythm? If it's worth it. If it's time sensitive, then you know what? Bun it. It don't need to be happening. If I got a rush, then it shouldn't be happening right now. And that's my barometer, family, because nothing sacred is rushed. You see, nothing sacred is rushed. So if you're building a business, if you're building a community, if you're building anything, you know, if you're doing your love service or whatever, right? Family, you can't be falling victim to time. I ain't got time. What do you mean you ain't got time? Do you know what I'm saying? Then what you're doing is not sacred. What you're doing is not sacred. You think what I'm doing with Waroho House, yeah? What I'm doing, you think I'm under the impression that this thing is gonna take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? My entire life I won't finish this work. Do you understand? And when you can recognize that, then you settle and you just get into your rhythm. But this work is not 3-year work or what's your 5-year plan. Get out of my head, bruv. You know what I'm saying? I say 2099 as a minimum. That's like 2099 is a minimum goal. You know what I'm saying? But this is another 2,000 years. But 2099 is just like, you know, something, a time span that is the closest goal. 2099. So the patience is the first and foremost thing. Patience. I can't be itching and scratching about I want this to happen, I want this to happen. No. When I'm having I'm heaven right now. So where am I going? Where am I going? I am heaven right now. I am heaven right now. Where am I going? So where am I going? What am I trying to... I am heaven right now. Where am I going? Where am I rushing to? What am I rushing? Why? Rushing means that there is some part of this heavenly experience that I don't want. Therefore, I'm not on rhythm. Therefore, I am not whole. Oh, I want the food to be done quick. Why? Because I don't enjoy being hungry. Why? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, no, enjoy that hunger, bruv, because when the food comes, like, appreciate, find that peace. There's nothing more satisfying than finding peace in challenges. Adapt. Observe yourself. You know what I'm saying? Another reason why we're so time sensitive. You ever logged onto Instagram? Seen someone you follow, and I don't know, maybe they're in Jamaica or something. Maybe they just landed in Jamaica and you see them by the beach, and then all of a sudden the clock starts spinning on your life because you ain't on the beach, you in cold ass London. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, I'm not doing things fast enough, I'm not working hard enough. Or you might see someone, they just bought a new car, a new house, or had a child, or got married, or done something. You know what I'm saying? Open a new restaurant, something. And all of a sudden the clock starts ticking on your mind. Oh my God. I'm not moving fast enough. Oh, I've been wasting time. Oh, my life. It's all a lie. It's all a big lie, I tell you. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's a sham. I'm living a sham. The clock starts moving on your face. You gotta say it, fam. You know, don't fall to the trap. The moment we get itchy and scratchy about time is because we are now paying attention to the movements of other people. If you sit in your own safari means journey for all my people who are learning Swahili. Safari is just a journey. If you sit in your safari, yes? You sit in your safari, family. Everything, not like, you're not rush. You don't need to rush, because everything, you're observing yourself. You are always going to have you. You are always going to be in you. You can't run from yourself. Believe me, I've tried. Play with the cards that's dealt. Because, brethren, that's life. You feel me? Family. This is about you sitting in yourself. This is why it's good to reflect on yourself. When you're interacting with the world, observe yourself interacting. When you're hungry, observe yourself being hungry. You get what I'm saying? When you're having sex, observe yourself. Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's how you get to enjoy. Like, this is your VHS. This is your movie. You know? So whatever you're going through, observe yourself in it. Like, yo, this is a good production. You know? And I wonder how he's going to get himself through this. Join us next week to see how Mikel deals with coronavirus. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know? But this idea that anything outside of ourselves is better, Any experience outside of our own is greater. This idea is what makes us, is what removes us from the sacredness of life, the sacredness of living. You want to become like your ancestors, family? You want to become, one with nature? You want to get back on your rhythm, family? You got to understand the sacredness of the very life that you live. You've got to remove yourself from the artificial motion of time. How many Wednesdays have you lived? How many Thursdays have you lived? They do not matter. Thursday and Wednesday only matter when it comes to an agreement you have with somebody else. Like, I agree that I'm going to go live at 8 a.m. on the weekdays. You see? And that agreement is when the day and the time matter. But my life and how I perceive myself has nothing to do with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even on Sunday. And every day of the week. Doesn't matter. My view of myself, my experience of myself, the journey I take to do anything, my love service, the work that I do has got nothing to do with the day, month, year, or time. Nothing. And if it does, then I need to seriously assess what it is that I'm doing, because it might not be worth it. I might just be doing it to impress somebody else. Did it impress? Did it impress? All that sloppy MCing, did it impress? Fam. Take a rest. How long you been spitting? I took a slight interest. What you might be doing might be based on somebody else. On impressing your parents' idea of you. Oh, I'm 30 next year, so I gotta find a husband. La la la. I gotta get married. Re-te-te. I gotta have a baby. Or I'm 30 next year. I need to go and get this job so I can earn this money, so I can prove to my parents that I'm not a waste man. That's literally how we be making decisions. And you'll grow to hate or at minimum resent your parents or your family because you ain't done this thing by that age or that age and da-da-da-da. If anything you do is time sensitive, you might need to assess what you're doing. If you're itching and scratching over, I gotta be a master at this so I can prove to these people that hated on me when I was in school, I need to prove to them that by 35 I was somebody. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, right? The idea of proving someone wrong, for example, can be a great stimulant for action, a great stimulus for movement. However, it's like a firework. It shoots, but it blows very quickly. So it's not sustainable, is what I'm saying. And because, I ran off that fuel, in my early years. I ran off that fuel. But you get to an age where you realize, oh, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. So do I actually really like what I'm doing? Am I actually really involved in what I'm doing? Or did I just want to do it just to say, just to show people that I got it? And again, that's not a problem. Like, it's not a problem, but I'm just saying it's not sustainable. doing things based on other people is not sustainable, because at some point in the doing, you're going to realize, one, they don't give a shit as much as you think they do, and two, you matter first. Like when you're at home constipated because you was just yamming white bread all night because you wanted to get something done and you couldn't bother to feed yourself. No one's there with your messed up stomach, just you. No one's there. No one's nursing your stomach, fam. Nobody. They're not there. That person on Instagram who you're trying to compete with, they are at home probably trying to compete with someone else. So it's a competition for what? Where are we going? I am heaven. Where am I going? I am heaven. Where am I going? Where am I rushing to? This is a revelation that I've had, family. And I tell you, I can't take full credit for this revelation. This revelation comes from living in the motherland. When you live in the motherland and you see the level, it's like, you know what we call black time or African time? I'm going to go out and say it. For real, it's just rhythm. You know what we say? Oh, black people time. It's rhythm. And I've lived and traveled in the motherland long enough to different locations amongst different people to realize there's a rhythm going on, and it's kind of excellent. You get what? It's a sick rhythm. And you be in the motherland and you be trying to apply your colonial time sensitive self to things. Yeah? You be trying to apply your Western time frame to things happening, and you be getting worried. Guys, guys, I think we should leave because, tomorrow we don't want to miss this, that, and the third. Fam, it was like, what do you mean we are here? Man would turn around to you and be like, no, it's fine, we're here. Enjoy, chill. Listen, I remember, I'll give you a real quick story of when I was in Nigeria, yeah? I was in Nigeria and I was flying from Lagos to Enugu, yeah? I was flying from Lagos to Enugu, yeah? And our flight, let's say, I can't remember exactly, but let's say our flight was at 4 p.m. And to those of you who live in London, I'm going to give you distance context, just so you can understand where the airport was and where we was, our flight time. And I just want to watch your British time sensitive brain go into chaos. So let's use Heathrow as a base, yeah? Heathrow's the airport. And my flight is at 4 p.m. It's 3 o'clock and I am in Brixton. So are you not hearing this? My flight is at 4 in Lagos. It's 3 p.m. and the distance from the airport to where I am is the same distance between Heathrow and Brixton. And I'm telling these guys, so we're like rushing to try and get a cab. Yeah? London dudes. We need to catch the flight. Put the suitcase and luggage in. Let's go. And then we're telling the cab driver, we're like, boss man, we need to get to the airport for 4. Alright? Please, just go, get us there. So the man's outside the car. He's chatting to his brethren. Yeah, so la. Yo, what's in they do? Like, I'm like, brethren, see man up, yo, brethren. See time I fly, rude boy. I want to catch my flight, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, We got to the airport. Through the Lagos traffic, we get to the airport. When I tell you, it's now 4:30. It's now 4:30. When I tell you, the line for the plane is still there, you know. People are not even on the flight, you know. Now, that's an example that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay? That's a funny example. But that's not necessarily a good thing, because you want things to be efficient and operate on blah blah blah. Yeah? That's a funny example. But what I'm saying is, generally speaking, there is a rhythm. There is a rhythm that I was able to observe and experience in the motherland that allows you to honor every single thing. That allows you to honor every aspect of your day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, morning is morning, and the morning feels like a day in itself. You see what I'm saying? There's no rush. This is morning, and you wake up and you go and observe nature. You spend some time outside. You make your breakfast. Yeah? You start with your tea. Yeah? And then you move on to your smoothie, and then you have your food. And 10 o'clock ain't even reached yet. Then you glide into 10 a.m. and you get your work done, and before you know it, 12 comes around, and one of your brethren just comes to your house. You weren't expecting your brethren. You know you got a full day of work. But your brethren comes. But for some reason, you got time to spend a whole hour sitting on the stoop with your brethren, just talking about life and the day. And if you're a smoker, you're just burning down some weed. If you're not, you're holding some tea with them. You get what I'm saying? You know, you might, and then afterwards, a whole hour and a half has passed. But for some reason, it's only 12:05. No, this is not being serious. A whole hour, like, your brethren came at 12. This is the magic of the rhythm of African time. Yes? Divine time is African time. It's called rhythm. Your brethren comes at 12. You talk to them for an hour, but they leave at 12:30. Explain that. Explain that shit. I'm being so serious. This is what I'm saying. I'm being serious. Watch this. They come at 12. You sit and talk to them for an hour. This is going to be on a test. I'm going to put this on a test in the Waroho school. Your friend arrives with avocados at 12 noon. You know it's 12 noon because the sun is directly above you. What in the Disney? You sit with your friend for an hour. The sun moves, but it's only 12:05. What happened? What took place? Do you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is it's almost as if what we know as time begins to really slow down. Even the evenings feel like events. Even the evenings feel like events. The evening is an entire event. Like, morning is an event. Afternoon is an event. The night is an event. And each three of these events become full holistic days. And and watch this. How do you go out until 3 a.m., get home at 4, and still wake up at 7? Fresh. There is a rhythm in the motherland. And for me, I feel like once you're able to observe it, you carry it with you everywhere. It's definitely affected my life and the way I do things. I would not be able to do things the way I do things at the level I do things if I wasn't able to to live in the motherland and observe that rhythm in myself and conclude that, oh, this is the rhythm that I should have been on my entire life. So I say all of that to say, family, we must get out of time. Time is a disgusting illusion. How many times have you driven down the same road, worn the same clothes, took a shit in the same toilet, you know what I'm saying? Bathed in the same bath, had the same conversation. Like, it's just a rhythm. It's life. It's just life. And also, I want to say that what Africa is, the world can be. Moreover, what Africa is, the world must be. The world must become what we observe Africa to be, because what Africa is as the motherland, it's the origins of what we call time. It's the origins of what we call rhythm. So what our role is, family, because I do not believe in this notion, and especially, you know, what really cemented this thought, the lockdown really cemented this thought. It's not where you are, it's who you are. So I'm not using, you know, what we use. Oh, if I was in Africa, I would behave different. If I was in Caribbean, I'd live different. Bun that shit. Yeah? It's not where you are, it's who you are. If you are of the motherland, then you must carry that spirit with you wherever you go, and transform wherever you are into that which you are. You understand? Transform where you are into who you are. And so for me, it, like, you know, I don't know what's happening in this world, but I know wherever I am is heaven. Wherever I am heaven. I'm not heaven in Nairobi, or heaven in Kakamega, heaven in Kampala, heaven in, no, I'm heaven in Sydenham. You know what I'm saying? I'm heaven in Dorset. You know what I'm saying? I'm heaven in Peckham Rye. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm heaven. So you have to start understanding that this entire planet is our motherland. This entire planet is our motherland, and it is our job, yes, as Waroho, to make that experience be replicated everywhere. Our job as natural people is to send that energy of who we are across the globe, so that it affects everywhere we are. You see? Because we've seen, family, at any given moment, they could stop you from flying. Now what? If you can't fly anymore, what happens now? If you can't get on the plane anymore, what happens now? All of us, what? You're going to be hell? You're going to be hell now because you can't get on the plane? You can't get on the plane now, so what? Now you're going to what? Go Iceland and eat microchips for the rest of your days? Because, oh, I'm in London now, so you know, it's nothing but microchips and quiches for me. You know, it's just packs of Skittles for me. I'm sorry. You know, if I was in Africa, I'd be my natural self. But I'm sorry, I can't Hakuna Matata today. I'm sorry. I've got to drink my fruit shoots and just sip on my Bovril and my Cornish, because I'm in England, and where I am is who I am. I'm sorry. Fam, we can't live like that. We can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know about you, family. I can't do it. I can't do it, fam. Because I'm sorry for giving anyone anxiety, but this is real. You lot gotta understand something. Just, if you want to understand, go and look at my Instagram from January this year backwards. Yeah? Just go and look at my Instagram from January backwards, and you understand the level of anxiety I had to deal with. Because, family, the Village Link Up is somewhat of a heavenly experience. Yeah? And not only did I do Village Link Up, last year was so incredible. Because we did Village Link Up, yeah? Wow, did we do it in December or October? I can't remember now. So we did Village Link Up, yeah? October. Then December, I headlined a festival in the coast of Kenya in a forest. You lot don't understand what kind of sensations that is. Like, I'm there in the forest, walking around. Like, it's one of the ones you had to be there. And I'm there live on stage with Boggy, and we're doing the most. I did the countdown, brought people into the new year. We did a whole Medi Sensation with the live band on stage, and we went in. I was on the beach, like, yo, like, you know when the experience is like, you can't get better than that. Then straight after that, my grandma comes from Jamaica. Yes, my grandma comes from Jamaica, and I take my grandma on her first experience in the motherland, bringing her deep into Masai Mara, where when we tented, we had lions literally outside our tent, growling. And the Maasai's just coming and moving the lions. And then it raining, and in the morning the sun came, and you saw the footprints of the leopards from last night. My 88-year-old grandma got to experience that with us. And I was out there with my family on the beach, and we're eating, we're cooking, and we're getting massages, and we're doing all of this thing. Now, I'm telling you, listen, because you want to talk about anxiety. Imagine going from that experience, yeah, to being in London, to come into London and being locked down. A place that I have not lived in for 3 years. In the last 3 years, I have not been in London for longer than a month. You see, I come from London, I stay for like 4 weeks, and then I'm gone. So imagine, and it's deeper when my spirit knew. My spirit told me that I'll be in London for at least 5 months. And so I was prepared in that way, right? But what I'm saying is, family, is when that happened, lockdown, think about the freedom that I'm talking about. I'm going from being naked in a forest, live band, on stage, beach, freedom, sea and sea of black people from all over Africa, just name it, fresh everything, yeah, to being locked down. You cannot leave your house, you have to wear a mask. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like being transported to hell. And so in me dealing with that, yeah, I had to realize something. I learned a very valuable lesson, that, Mikel, you cannot, although life is going to hand you amazing, wonderful, thrilling, joyful sensations, you cannot allow the opposite to be the determining factor of your peace. I had to find that same heaven in the environment, the event, and the experience that I had found myself in. I had found myself in London at a time when they're locking everything down, at a time when no one can leave their house. You can't be around certain people, where even your neighbors are avoiding you, and all of these things. And I had to find my peace. And in that, I got on the love program. I did Chesero every morning, the 21-day challenge, spiritual health. Obviously, I was doing that already, but, we went deeper. I started making sure that I am on a love program. And family, I'm going to tell you straight, the last 9 months here in the UK has been one of them, is equal to the experience I had in the motherland. Equal in transformation, equal in what it's done and how it's moved my life. And that has shown me something very powerful, that even the most dire circumstances, even the most melancholy of experiences, you can still extract heaven. Because guess what? Waroho House as it is right now would not be if the lockdown didn't happen. Rojo, as people know it and experience it, if you love Rojo, if Rojo is a fixture in your life, then this would not happen if the lockdown didn't happen. Do you see? You feel what I'm saying, family? If the lockdown didn't, so many things. You see, my wife is a world-renowned photographer. She tours the world. Do you get what I'm saying? And I tour the world. You see what I'm saying? And because of the way our lives have taken off in our respective careers, we hardly got to see each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we move around so much. And so again, the lockdown has allowed us to have a certain time together that we haven't been able to have in the last couple years. You see what I'm saying? Because we've been living our dreams. And so you appreciate one thing, you appreciate the next. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. No way would I cancel out. In the story of me, would I cancel it out? This lockdown? Hell no. Hell no. You see? And I have made the decision to postpone the village link up for this year. So there will be no village link up this year. We are giving ourselves a year, a full year, internationally, to plan the greatest experience for the Watu Waroho ever. Because I know now what we have had, what we've been able to do in the last 4 years has been incredible. And so what we're building towards now is so vivid and so clear that I want to respect the time. I want to respect the time that we need and the rhythm we need to get that end right. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, family. Oh, you lot are being cheeky. Nah. I was in rhythm before the lockdown, I have you know. For you cheeky ones, I was making good use before the lockdown, have you know. That's a motherland production, alright? Yes, for you nosy people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Motherland Productions. You get what I'm saying? Alright, you know what I'm saying? You like counting. Alright, cool. So, let me see if I got questions. Someone asked me if I believe in aliens. You're looking at one. Yeah? You're looking at one. Alright. Do I believe in aliens? I am an alien. Any questions? We got 5 minutes left. That's mad. We got 5 minutes left, family. Yeah? We got 5 minutes left. Let's do questions. We only had one question. I didn't even ask, to be honest. I didn't even ask. We're on a different rhythm today, family. But yeah. Memory. Excuse yourself from this concept of time. Yeah? Excuse yourself from this concept of time, family, and you will see that the rhythm that you're on right now is a beautiful one. Yeah? The rhythm that you're on right now is a very, very beautiful. Yeah? Someone said, will Cesar Rojo be on time today? No, it will be on rhythm. Cesar Rojo will be on rhythm. You get what I'm saying? All these rules, Cesar Rojo will be on rhythm. So just, it will happen in a nice rhythm. We got, honestly, yeah, we have to, honestly, there is a joy about rhythm. And it's what you lot call divine timing is rhythm. You know, anytime you say divine timing, I want you to remember that's rhythm. It's called rhythm. Yes? It's called rhythm. When you watch black people in a circle and someone comes in the middle of the circle and then all of a sudden everyone within a second of that person being in a circle is moving in the same rhythm with that person, yeah, that's divine timing. It's called rhythm. Yeah? It's called rhythm, family. Yeah? What kind of, we got 3 minutes. What kind of self-talks do you have? Oh, my sister, I talk to myself. And especially when you understand the duality of self, you see, the spirit and the consciousness, which is what we study in our 11 laws. I want you guys to sign up for the 11 laws study because I break down a lot in regards to our spiritual life from this book. You can download the book for free from my website. Go to the link in my bio and then join us on our study. We study every Sunday. But yeah, the self-talks. I talk to myself just like I'm talking to you lot right now. I talk to myself deeply. I talk to myself in my music. A lot of my music is discussions with myself. You would hear, if you listen to my albums or any of the songs that I put out, I'm talking to myself. Majority of the time, I'm talking to myself. And yeah, I cuss myself. Not in a bad way, but like, yo, yeah, what you talking about, Reba? Yeah. So yeah, I be talk to yourself a lot. I don't hide nothing from myself. You feel me? Also, a reminder that there won't be a study group this Sunday. It's going to be a reflection for those in Waroho House. But there won't be a study group this Sunday. But yeah, family, I'm getting the countdown. So I am going to see you for Cesar Rojo. And we will be on the perfect rhythm. So get ready. Get ready. I want you lot to head to Vicky's page. Vicky, your thing yesterday was amazing. If you head to Vicky's page, she does functional fitness every morning around this time. But yeah, family, I'm gonna speak to you soon. Peace in, love out.